So hello guys. Today I'm going to be cooking matumbo. I'm going to show you how I cook matumbo, and this is how it turned out. It was so amazing. Yeah, so let us dive in. Yeah, so right off, you want to wash your matumbo. Make sure that your matumbo is nicely washed. Yeah, so this is after rinsing it several times, just making sure that it was nicely cleaned before cooking, because matumbo tends to be quite dirty, so you want to make sure that you clean it properly. Yes, these are the other ingredients I'm going to be using. I have large tomato, red capsicum, onion. Yeah, so after cleaning my matumbo, I boiled it in a pressure cooker for 20 minutes. Yeah, so I just transferred it inside my pressure pot or sufuria. Then I added water, enough water for boiling it. Yeah. Yes, once you add water, you're going to add salt. I added salt. Yeah, you can boil it with salt or you can add salt after boiling, whichever way you prefer. I prefer to boil mine with salt. Yeah, so once I put salt, I just close the pressure cooker. Then I use the bean chili option. Yeah, it's usually 32 minutes, but I just let it simmer for 20 minutes, then I turn it off. Yeah, so once it is boiled, that is how it looks. It still has the water that remains or the broth. You can discard it or use it in the cooking. Yeah, so I transferred it onto a sufuria because I usually find that the pressure cooker takes quite a lot of time to fry the onions and the stuff. So I just transferred it into a sufuria, then cooked it the normal way on a gas or a stove. Yeah, so once I add my oil and the onions to cook, I added my tomatoes and the red capsicum. Yeah, so I also add the red capsicum with the tomato. Then I added a bit of paprika, then just a dash of tomato paste, just a tiny scoop of it. Then I mix that in. Then I basically covered it and allowed it to cook. Yes, after about 2 minutes, I uncovered it. I tasted the salt, and since the salt was not quite enough, I added more salt. Yeah, the red stuff that appears uncooked is actually the red capsicum. So take note of that. I added a bit of soy sauce. So because the red capsicum does not cook through, it is not that the tomato is not cooked, it is the red capsicum. Yeah, so after adding the soy sauce, the dark soy sauce, I mixed it in once more. I covered it and allowed it to simmer. Oh, I forgot to mention, I added a bit of broth, the water that remained after boiling the matumbo. I added just a bit of it to help cook my tomatoes. Yeah, yeah. So once it was cooked, I just went in with my coriander. Yeah, then I mixed that in and the dish was nice and ready to serve. Thanks so much for watching and subscribe.